little to no oil pressure. All the lifters are basically collapsed because there's no oil pressure. I saw on the internet that some guy was tilting his truck up and down. He was able to get oil pressure back and forth. I said to hell with it. It's either the pump or it's going to be the O-ring. I bought a pump, bought an O-ring. But what a lot of people aren't realizing is some of the videos you're seeing out there, the front transfer case is not in their trucks. You have to remove the transfer case and you have to drop your rack and pinion to get to the oil pan to get it free. Get those two things out of the way first, and also this bar that goes across right underneath the oil pan, it's only 4 bolts. It should come free in both your skid plates. So you're going to take out skid plates, front transfer case, cross member, and then you have free access to the front and bottom. You can get to everything from down here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's really hard to see. Oil pan's almost all the way free. I just got to drop my rack and pinion, because I've already tried the whole taking the line off of it. My line does not move freely. I know on Avalanches I guess it does, but on Silverados and Suburbans I don't think it does on Suburbans either. But I know on the Silverados it's a piece of pipe, 2 welded pipes to a flange that bolts on there. If you have to replace the pump or the O-ring inside the pan, you'll see when you get to it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, just FYI. Both skid plates, the plastic one and the metal one, your front diff, and the K-bar has to, or K-member, or whatever it's called nowadays, has to come out. Ongoing battle. It's been non-stop repair since I got it. Lifters, alternator, starters, transmission pump. I'm on number 10 for the fuel pumps. And I've only drove it out of the 2 years I've owned it. I've only drove it for maybe a year worth. The rest of the time it's been down. And I'm at the oil pump, which could actually possibly 100% fix all of the issues we're having. We already replaced valve covers, the valve train up top. I went looking for like valve covers that had the actual plate in there. Couldn't find them. Couldn't find a single set that had the plate already. So I had to add the plate that stops it from shooting the oil back into the PCV valve and shoving it out the exhaust. I had to make the plate because I couldn't find them where I live. I tried to order them offline. The set that I got offline were those, and no plate, even though it said it was the aftermarket replacement for it. They were not, or they were, and it just magically didn't have the plate. So I took a couple little pieces of sheet aluminum that I had, and since it's aluminum valve covers, no more leaky. And since those have been on there, I haven't had any issue with it coming out the tailpipe no more. Granted, I still need to put a catch can on there, and if you add a catch can, you'll see that there's a, right back there, that's one of your hoses sucking air up. And the other one is right here, hidden back here, welded to this. So you'll need to take and kind of custom fab a hose line to it. Probably I don't know, you'd have to figure a way to put one catch can with 2 lines going in and out, because one line goes to here, right there. And the other line goes into the actual snorkel. Excuse me. But yeah, it's been when it runs great. I mean, it's been a beast. When I actually got the fuel pump that ran right for it, this truck here takes the one that's a 65 psi and up. And quite a few of the fuel pumps that I got were, I guess, 50 some psi. So it definitely overworked them. This one here seems to be running very, very well until the pump gave out. Oh, and dipstick tubes. They do just slide in and out very easily, but if you have one that rests off down in the hole, you have to remove the pan. I still got the other piece of it stuck in the pan somewhere down there. I'm going to pull, when I pull the pan all the way out, I'm going to find it. But yeah, that could have been some of the issue I had. I know a lot of people on here talk about how, you know, they just popped it back in, shoved the old one back down in there because it was already rusted off, couldn't get it out, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I didn't see no rubber grommet on mine. The one I bought didn't have a rubber grommet. So, just a little info there. Little update. Not a very good update, but a little update.